Yeah. Hello everyone. How are we doing today? Welcome to another epi of Cook with Kate. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. Excited to get cooking some lunchy with you guys, and we're also going to be making some more bread dough, and we're going to be smoking some salmon today. It's going to be a good one. And also cookbook cookery. Woohoo! All kinds of goodies going on. So if we want to go over quickly kind of what's on the board here in front of me, these are some of the ingredients that we're going to be using today. So our veggie tray. Hey Scrump, how's it going? We have some organic carrots, green beans, shallot, and some potatoes for the pierogis. We're making cheesy pierogis to go with our lunch. And then the other tray is our fish today. So in the front we have our halibut. See if we can zoom in a little bit on that guy. So wild caught halibut fillet. It's like one whole side of halibut, let's say, for about 32 bucks. That's a pretty good deal for sure. A la carte, how's it going? Welcome in. And then our salmon, which I did have to get brining just a little bit prior to starting the stream today. So I just did a mix of salt and sugar, a little bit of garlic powder, and some pepper. So we'll let that go, and then that's what we're gonna be smoking a little bit later in the stream today, and it's gonna be a cold smoke. So we're not gonna cook the salmon, we're just gonna infuse it with the smoke flavor. And that's gonna be for our Eggs Benedict tomorrow. We're gonna be celebrating National Eggs Benedict Day, and my favorite version of that has smoked salmon. So might as well make it ourselves. Here is the book that we're gonna be cooking out of. I've had this one for quite a while, and I believe I got it from my mom. She picked this one up for me because we always watched this chef cook on Food Network together. It's like his show would, I think, always be on after I got home from school. I think it was either junior high or high school. I can't remember how old I was. But this is a Canadian chef from the East Coast in Quebec. He has 2 restaurants in Montreal. And I got Sammy to pick something out of this book today. And he did pick a really good recipe. Yeah, super nice ingredients, Scrump. Everything's looking really good right now. And welcome back, Rook. How have you been? Glad to see you in here today. So roast halibut with carrot butter. That sounded so good. So there's our recipe. Not only is there carrot butter, but we're also going to be cooking carrots with a little bit of bacon. So we're gonna get that kind of sweet and smoky and salty flavor in there as well. We're gonna be making the pierogis from scratch, but we're not making the dough for the pierogis from scratch, just the filling. This is kind of a cheater recipe where they use wonton wrappers instead of making your own dough. So that'll be a quicker process for us for sure. Hey Ryan, welcome in. Hope you are well, man. You're sad, Scrump. The Cathedral of Notre Dame has burned down. What? What? Good thing I was able to go there then. What the heck happened? That's nutso. And then the green beans are for lunch as well. They're just gonna get cooked with a little bit of shallot fried up. And our halibut is going to be roasted in the oven. So not pan fried. I'm interested to see how that's gonna work. So let's see first the recipe for the pierogis because I feel like that usually takes the longest to prep. So it says we need 4 Yukon Gold potatoes, boiled and mashed, a cup of cream, some green onions chopped, and some Parmesan cheese, and then a package of the round wonton wrappers. And I think we're gonna do some extra cheese in there today, not just the parm. Maybe we'll do a little bit of the Asiago and maybe even some cheddar, just for like that stretch factor when you're eating pierogis. And then for the carrot butter, that's an interesting one as well. So I don't know if we're gonna get the exact replica of how he makes this because he juices the carrots through a juicer, and we don't have one of those, but we do have a pretty good blender. So I think we'll just try and blend up some of the carrot and kind of strain it and see what kind of juice we get. We need 1 liter of juice, but I feel like we don't have to make this entire recipe. I feel like that's gonna be quite a bit, but we'll see how we do. I'll try our best. Or we can do kind of another route where we just blend the carrots with the butter and literally make a carrot butter and like slowly cook it down. So I feel like that'll be just as good as well. So that's what's going on today. And then after lunch, we'll make our English muffin dough, put it in the fridge so it can proof for the next day. And after lunch, we'll also be smoking that salmon. So we're gonna let that salmon brine with the salt and sugar for probably a couple hours still. Get that flavor in there before we start smoking it. And then tomorrow, I'm going to vacuum seal that piece of salmon. I'm gonna cook it in the ANOVA. So the immersion circulator at a very controlled temperature, basically just until it's cooked. And that way we won't get that dried out version that a lot of us eat when we have smoked salmon. So we'll make a really good version of smoked salmon, even though it does have 2 processes. 4 hours ago, Scrum. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay, let's start on our pierogis. And by the way, guys, if you wanted to purchase this book, I did add it into my cookbook list on my blacksmith extension there on stream, if you want to check it out. Let's get our potatoes. So it doesn't really say the size of the potatoes, so I'm definitely going to use those ones, and maybe we'll use like 3 of the other ones. It says this is gonna make 72 pierogis. That's insane. We're gonna have so many. Okay, so we will peel the potatoes first. Wow, peel the pierogis. Peel the potatoes. Cut them up. You don't have to cut them too small, and then we'll bring them up to a boil and then make the rest of the filling so we can grate the cheese and stuff while our potatoes are boiling. And it is actually turning out to be a pretty nice day, which is why we decided to smoke the fish today, because I don't think we're supposed to have very nice weather in the next week or so. It's been pretty rainy here, but it's still better than snow. Maybe we'll do a little bit of harvesting as well from the garden while we're outside smoking the salmon. Make sure you clean up those potatoes really well. You don't want any brown kind of spots in your pierogi filling. My drops, what's going on? Welcome in. And PSN, hi. Hello, everyone. Trying to figure out a dessert for tomorrow. Ooh. Man, those scones I made yesterday on stream were so good, Ryan. I think you would like those. Pretty soon, it will be the season of fresh berries. My favorite. Uki, hello. How's it going today? Banana cream pie. Nice one, Dog. Anyone know how to make Rice Krispies more chef-like? What? How? Reason for the fire is unknown. The church was covered in the back by scaffolding. That's how it looked when I was there too. It was completely covered in scaffolding. I was like, there's not very much to see here. But I guess I can say I've been here. It's a great alternative. 30-cent a bowl, all nutritional, filled and full of fiber. What? What? Broke guy. Trying to hide his brokenness. Rice Krispies are the bomb, though. Ah! Potatoes running away. Yeah, I can't be there now. Exactly. Right? Happy I did it when it was still there. That's crazy. Okay, we're all peeled up. That in the compost. You need to figure out how to make a perfect soft brownie crust for banana cream pie. And a white chocolate mousse on top. That sounds insane. Insanely delicious. Why aren't pre-peeled potatoes sold? Well, Uki, they are sold to restaurants. Like, you can buy buckets of peeled potatoes. And they come in some sort of solution that helps them from oxidizing. So now with our potatoes, I'm just gonna cut them all in half. Just cut relatively bite-sized pieces. Maybe like 1 inch. If we're being more precise. You poured out your last bowl and bit of milk. You would have beans, but you ain't Lenny from Mice and Men. I don't know what's going on. You guys are entertaining this morning, though. Yeah, see, Uki? You need that access to restaurant stuff. It's the best. I don't know why regular people get ripped off like that. I guess because not many people are looking for that stuff, right? That's why grocery stores don't carry it. Because not that many people are looking for pre-peeled potatoes. Or at least they don't think so. I don't know. There's always those what ifs. and then we're gonna cover with cold water. Just enough water to cover the potatoes. And we're going to add some salt into there as well so we can season while we cook. And we can put that on, a medium-high heat. Should be good for that. Just to bring it up to a simmer. And we'll cook it slowly. So I always like to add a couple tablespoons, usually, of salt.
You might be able to find potatoes like Whole Foods.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe at Whole Foods? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question, Uki. Help support your dream by looking for pre-peeled potatoes in grocery stores. Yeah. Tell everyone. Spread the word. What is this madness? Okay, so for these pierogis, we need a cup of cream. And that should just be slightly warmed, it says. So we'll pour that into a little pot right away. Because you do want to make the filling with the pierogi or the potatoes still being warm after they've been boiled. Otherwise, it's going to get really gluey. It'll get tough, and we don't want that. So 1 cup of heavy cream. Just put that over by the stove top. And then we'll get our cheese out. So I'll get some Asiago, maybe some cheddar. Digging with mining for cheese, and we need, it says only a 1/4 cup of cheese grated. That is not nearly enough. Not even close. We're not skimping on that. And it says to finely grate it. So that I will follow just because I know it'll help the cheese disperse evenly throughout the potatoes when we do mix the filling together. Oh no. The cheese is moldy. Okay, we gotta trim it up. Definitely do not want that flavor in our pierogis. Pre-peeled potatoes. It's a thing. I don't even know if the cheddar is going to grate through that. So the cheddar will do through the thicker side of the grater. Because it's also a softer cheese. It melts quicker than an Asiago or a Parmesan does. Plus, I think the contrast of the orange cheese is gonna look really good in the pierogi filling, especially with the carrots that are in this dish. It's gonna be good. There's our little bit of cheddar. Turn that around. Now we can use the finer side of the grater. Nothing happening yet over at the potatoes.
What the hell is this all about? Oh, I get it. People will come.
So the Asiago is going to be a lot more salty than the cheddar is. Cheddar is going to be more creamy. So that's kind of a good contrast of cheeses to put into a pierogi filling. I think it's going to be really good together. I think that's good. Cheese is flying. No, we are not measuring the amount of cheese we're putting. So we already grated twice the amount in just the cheddar alone. Quarter cup of cheese, that's not enough. That's crazy. Our two little cheese pals. Okay, we need green onion. Lucky us, we get to use the ones that I picked from the garden. And I think there's maybe 4 more outside that I'm letting grow just a little bit bigger. We're just gonna slice this really thin. Cut off our roots. What's going on, Sammy? I already pulled it out.
I had my 30-minute
Oh,
timer.
okay. I wasn't sure if you put a timer on. I was like, I don't want no explosions today.
Oh, explosion.
Ah! Help, guys! Help! I think it's time to make an Irish coffee soon as well. We're having an Irish coffee today. A little bit of Bailey's. Well, why not, huh? It's our day off. Sammy and I get to enjoy together. Pardon me?
Your knife sounds like it needs a steam.
The green onions are actually just really firm.
Nice. And they're just super crisp.
They're super crisp. Steampunk! How are ya? Good afternoon indeed. Hope you are well. We're doing some pierogi prep right now. That's where we're starting today on stream. I suppose the green onions can probably just go into a big bowl that we're gonna mix everything in. We can put the cheese in there right now as well. And we're pretty much set. Show you the wonton wrappers as well. I think you can get either square or round, but obviously if you want the half moon shape, you get these ones. This is what we got. 2-pack. They're pretty thin, and then all you need is water to seal them up. It's really easy. This is actually a different way for me to make pierogis though, because every time that I've made pierogis by hand is we make our own dough as well. But this is a good option. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Hello, Pete. How's it going today? Thank you for the host as always. But we're gonna keep these wrappers in the fridge because we want them to stay cold. Otherwise they get a little bit hard to deal with. They get kind of soggy and soft and sticky. Not very fun. So we will put that bowl aside and make a quick coffee for Sam and I. I'm also going to read up a little bit more into the book just to see the processes that we have to take. So for the carrots, we're just going to cook some bacon in a pan until it's crispy. Then we're going to boil the carrots in salted water until they're tender. And it says mash the carrots with butter until it's almost pureed and then stir in the bacon. So that'll kind of go on the bottom of the dish. And then the pierogis you boil for 2 to 3 minutes. And then you also fry them in a pan until they're nice and crispy. It's going to be so good. For the green beans, we're just going to saute the shallot a little bit ahead of time. And then throw in the beans as well and just cook them until they're just cooked. We want a good little crunch still on those for sure. And then the halibut we're roasting at 400 Fahrenheit. And that'll take probably 8-ish minutes. So I think pretty simple process all in all. See if I can cut off a piece from this bacon and then quickly refreeze it. I think maybe the cleaver would be the knife for that job. What does the pizza porta for a big green egg mean? It's a attachment or an insert that we can get for the barbecue outside that makes it into like a wood-fired pizza oven. It's called the pizza porta. It's super cool. Hey Secret, how are you doing? Thanks for the host. Glad to hear you are well. Let's do like this much bacon. Yeah, Pete, we thought it would be fun to get that pizza porta and do like outside pizza cooking streams with everyone. I mean, I know I love pizza. Most other people do as well. Hey Mia, you're here but you're lurking. Okay, sounds good. Glad to see ya. You can cook wings in the porta too. Yeah. So you want this much bacon. We'll just put that, the rest of that in the freezer. Hilarious. Looks like our potatoes are almost coming up. Yeah, more bacon is better, but we don't want it to be too salty. That's the only thing. And plus we still want to taste the carrots. You guys. You crazy guys. I guess we can just cut this up now while I have the knife dirty. Sammy is playing the Switch on the couch. He's all cuddled up in a blanket. He's not here for you, my drops. He is not here. Okay, so we'll chop this up, I think, pretty small. That way we get a bunch of bacon all throughout the carrots, not just big pieces here and there. Too salty, too much bacon. Yeah, what is this world coming to? There is something called balance. How to balance your flavors. But there are times where you can be in excess and all is well. Okay, potatoes are just coming up to a simmer. And you know what? I think we can start frying off this bacon. Get that frying in a pan, and then we can make a little bit of coffee together. Make some Irish coffee. You need a little scrub-a-dub on this frying pan real quick. Doggo? What are you doing, Doggo? Checking it out? You guys getting up to anything fun today? Talk to me. Tell me what's up. Or is everyone lurking and working? Lurking and working. Hey Tig, good to see you. It's like I know you guys so well. Okay, we'll turn our bacon pan on to a medium heat. Should be good. We got a little pot of water going for our French press. The French press. Pete, you love the garden. Thanks, man. It's doing really well. We have peas and radishes coming up in one of our garden boxes that I seeded maybe a week and a half ago now. And we're just waiting for it to warm up a little bit more so that we can transplant the seedlings. I don't know if I can show all of them to you. I think we're good though. We got some peppers and tomatoes and squash. This is my little tray of babies that I'm taking care of inside for now. So there's our squashes on the end, tomatoes and peppers. There's also some lemongrass in there and thyme. Gonna be good. to harvesting later on stream together. We can go outside. Hopefully it stays nice. Okay, this is what's going on over there. That's what we got going on. Got our cream. I just put the cream onto like a really low heat, just so it's warm. Bacon we can probably put into that frying pan and just let it slowly come up. We're just gonna crisp it. Plus it's a little frozen, so that'll help thaw it as well. I might even have to break it apart a little bit. Maybe we'll just let it do its thing for now. Hey Matt, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Hope your day is well. Time to grind up some caffies. It's caffee time. It's almost 1 o'clock. That's a late coffee. How are we alive? Just working, watching the news. Nice. Nicey nice. Yeah, we heard that the Notre Dame is burning down. What is going on? Scrump let us know earlier. I said I'm glad that I got to experience that before it burnt down. Wonder if it's terrorist related or something like that. Start spreading our bacon bits apart now that they're warming up. Okay, that's looking good. If you guys are wearing headphones, just turn it down a little bit. Might be a bit noisy when I turn the coffee grinder on. They think the roof work started the fire. Okay, drop it. Yeah, that company's done. Oops. You like that sound, Matt? Grind it up. This is what I sound like when I fart? That's a pretty crazy fart. Sammy, can you confirm?
What?
That's not how I sound when I fart. He says no. You're loco, man. Making coffee and frying bacon feels like I'm cooking breakfast, not lunch. This is a late lunch too. Stir up our bacon a little bit. Maybe we'll have a little check on our potatoes. You're surprised. I'm staying strong, Matt. Staying strong. Gotta be consistent. For all of you guys. Potatoes are almost done, guys. Actually, maybe they are done. So we'll turn that off. Strain the water out quickly. And then I think I'm gonna pass them through a ricer. That way we'll get really fluffy pierogi filling. Leave those on the side for now. I think our bacon is almost done. And I think this frying pan is going to be where we cook our green beans later. With our shallot. A little bit of bacon fat already in there. Good to go. I'm just going to turn that bacon pan off. Let it finish. Spatzel press. Hey Mikey, welcome in, man. How's it going? Veonati? Thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm just grabbing a little bowl for our bacon. It's smelling good in here. Water's boiling for our coffee. Everything's coming together. And it's smelling good. Bacon coffee. Is that a thing? Have to prop a window open and close the door real quick. It's getting bacony in here. Yeah, bacon coffee. Matt, we need to make this happen. I am well, Mikey. Yeah, things are good over here. Had a good day yesterday on stream. And we had fun at my staff party at work yesterday. We were celebrating the restaurant being open 4 years. That's a pretty good accomplishment, I think. Too much of an overpowering flavor, probably. The bacon might be too much. Hey Siri. 6-minute timer.
Okay, 6 minutes and counting.
And now, the main event. I'll measure it. Okay, guys? I'll measure the Baileys. We'll do an ounce. Hopefully nothing too crazy happens. Because I was thinking about maybe making us a little cocktail later, too. We got lots of mint outside. We had a little bit of ginger beer. The sun's out. It's been a little bit. And I have not had a Bailey's coffee in a while. Usually something that happens a lot in the Christmas season. Or for some people, that's what they have for dessert, but I can't drink coffee at night, otherwise I would never sleep. You've never had Bailey's before? It is so good with coffee. Except I can't close the bottle back up. Can't close it. You're lurking. Lurkity lurk, my drops. Okay, get our little pierogi set up over here. We have our boiled potatoes ready to go. I'll move those all the way over. We have our ricer, aka Spetzel press. So we push it through there. Makes these really small pieces of potato and keeps it really light. So you're kind of putting air throughout the potato. We have our bowl here that we're going to put our potato into, and then we'll pour the cream in at the last minute. So we don't want to make a melty cheese kind of mess just yet. But once we start mixing it all together, heck yeah, it's gonna be good. And then maybe we can recruit Sammy to help us make pierogis. Yes. Just gonna turn up that cream a little bit. It's not quite warmed through. Am I part owner of the restaurant? No. At least not yet. I don't know if that's even an option. But maybe one day. That could be a thing. Okay, there are so many smells going on in here right now. I don't even know what to do. Salmon's looking good, guys. How many minutes we got? Two minutes. Do I want milk in here? That's what I'm asking myself. But I feel like I'm good with just that. I'm good. Okay, I think we're gonna prep our carrots while we wait for our pierogi filling to cool off. So those will be good to go. And then I think we can dry off the halibut so that we can get a nice sear on it in the pan. That's good to go. And then the beans, we just have to clean up the ends. Maybe chop them in half or something so they're not quite as big. But other than that, not too crazy of a dinner. It sounds a lot more involved than it actually is. And that's the kind of dinners I like. They sound fancy, but they're easy to make. Mike, you're gonna try that coffee with Bailey's in it. Kitchen confidence. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Whoop whoop. We're just waiting on our coffee to brew. Tipsy, how's it going? Hey, hey. How was the stream today? Were you cooking or were you playing games? Hey, Chef Babylon. CK Cutie. Okay, our timer's gonna go off for our coffee. Let's press it. Jackiner, hello. Hello. Yeah, everyone's kind of shocked right now over what's happening with Notre Dame. That's nutso. You're trying to be a hunter in a hunting game, but there's a clip of why you're not a hunter. I love that. Yeah, learning real life skills. That's actually pretty cool though. Those games are intriguing to me. We're having a little Irish coffee. Start our day, even though it's like 1 p.m. here. Always a good time for coffee. Thanks for the follow, Chef Babylon. Today we are making a meal from a cookbook that I've had for a while. It's called Garde Manger. So this is a Canadian chef on the other coast though. Kind of close to the East Coast in Quebec. He has 2 restaurants in Montreal. So we are making, look at how good this looks. Like, how good does this look? Roasted halibut with carrot butter, pierogis, green beans. It's gonna be so good. So we're just working on the pierogi filling right now. Gotta love those clips. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud, she's taken. Okay, little mixy mix. One's for Sammy. Cheers. Since he's, I think, napping on the couch. I think he's napping. Cheers, guys. To an awesome day. Because I hate burning my mouth. We'll take it slow on that one, for sure. Okay, let's start putting our potatoes into the ricer. And then we'll put them over our cheese and green onions that we already have ready to go. Grab this spoon. Yeah, hunting. A lot harder in actual real life. Hilarious. Yeah, we've seen you go fishing. It's a thing. Don't worry, kitchen. They got nothing on ya. Ready for our potato noodles? Yes. Oh, guess what, Matt? Guess what I found out? So Doggo here, Posh, she was born in Iowa. She was born in your state. I was like, what? And because we were looking at the breeder that's still there, we just missed the litter of puppies that they had in like February. We're like, no, we could have had a mini Doggo. Yeah, no wonder she's so amazing. Exactly. still remember picking her up from the airport with my mom. She was so cute. She was so small. The collar we got her did not fit at all. Like literally dropped her head down when we put it on. It was so heavy. Probably from a farm. They did have a really nice property. Like they sent us so many videos and pictures of all the puppies with the kids. I'm not sure if it was an actual farm though. Yeah, in real life you rock at the outdoors. Video game version, not so much. I would be okay with that if I were you. Get the last of these potatoes. There we go. One more squish. We're gonna soak that real quick so that it doesn't get all sticky in there. Yum. It's like a golden potato mountain. It's got that sheen. Sticky icky icky polish. You know it, man. You know it. Give this a rough little mix, and then we'll pour in the cream. You've never riced potatoes. It is so good if you want something really nice and light. Like, it's so good for making gnocchi as well. Anytime you don't want really gluey potatoes, this is a good trick to use. The cheese is getting all melty already. And so we will still have to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this mix as well. But oh man, this is smelling good. It just smells like a loaded baked potato, really. That's what's going on so far on stream. We've cooked some bacon, boiled some potatoes, we have some cheese and green onion. Coming in with a cup of just warmed cream. Gonna bring everything together. You throw some green onion and sour cream, yeah, and just eat it and fall asleep. Good to go, hey? Hey Annie, how are you? Glad to see you in here. Sammy was asking about you today. He's like, I wonder how Annie's doing. I was like, hopefully we'll see him later today. And here he is. Hope your visit was good with your dad. When was that, last week? Oh man. Look at this mix already. Okay, I'm gonna season it before we mix it too far. We don't wanna over mix this because that will also make it tough. Your dad and his wife left. Now your mom is here. Nice. Aw, so they're taking good care of you then. That's so awesome. Paul, she made some fettuccine. Loading up on some carbs today. Get you through the next 2 days of workouts. Yes. Need to keep that energy up. Keep the body fueled. Your colleagues are bringing over all kinds of awesome dishes. Yes. That makes me happy. Getting that TLC. Poached salmon, potatoes, and lentils. That sounds nice and healthy. This is a mixture indeed. Like, look at that cheese swirl. What is that? Okay, give it a little taste before we put it in the fridge to just cool off a little bit. It's gonna be too hard to fill the wontons if this is still really warm. So it's gonna make the wontons all soggy and soft. So by pierogi dough, are you talking about the filling that we're making or the actual dough to wrap? Because the dough to wrap, I've made it before. It's like a family recipe. We use the water that we boil the potatoes in for the filling. So we use the potato water with some flour and I think salt, and that's it. It's really, really simple to make the dough. And then the filling is just boiled potatoes, cheese, green onion, a little bit of cream. Yeah, these taters. Tasty, tasty taters. Gotta have a taste. Because for some reason I feel like we might need a bit more salt still. Actually, we're good. That's so good. I could easily just start eating it like that. People always go overboard with desserts, though. You've made it with sour cream in the flour before. I forget if there's sour cream in the dough. I'd have to go flip through my old recipes and look. But the potato water works really well. This has got that kind of like starchy, gluey thing going on. Yeah, hide this from Sam. Nothing happened, right? Great, guys. Hey, I feel like my coffee might be cooled off a little bit now. Yeah, there's always room for desserts. Yes. So good. Okay. Slowly but surely, emptying off our vegetable pan. So let's get into our green beans, and then we'll do our carrots and just keep moving along. Clean these up. So first things first, we're gonna tip and top them. Cold coffee blows? No, I love cold coffee and iced coffee. So good. Cold brew coffee, the best in my opinion. How often do I make dal? Annie, I don't know if I've ever actually made dal at home for myself. But I do like to eat lentils and chickpeas. But I've never made a proper dal, I'm gonna be honest. Dal is so good. Yours looks like the puke from The Exorcist. I know, it does not look appealing, but it tastes so good. You only get the Starbucks ones for cold brew. Man, cold brew is so easy to make yourself. Unless I guess you don't have the time to wait. Then you're stuck buying it. Yes, kitchen, you do need to go to an Indian restaurant. The food is so flavorful. Someone has to keep us in check. You find all the curries you've tried turn out so much the same. Really, Posh? I kind of feel you on that one, though. So, like, that is definitely an interesting thing to note. Is, like, when we go out for Indian food, is a lot of the curries do look the same, but they taste so different. And it's like, how did you do this? Just kind of focusing on the different spices that should be most forward on the palate. Like some curries have more cumin in them, or some curries have tomato and onion as the main flavor. But like I find a lot of the time is when you're making a curry, you just kind of throw in a bunch of spices because you know that they'll taste good together. But then you kind of end up always eating the same style of curry. Is you kind of have to look into the different kinds of curries. Like there's a korma, a vindaloo, obviously the butter chicken, tikka masala. They should all taste different. That is true. Okay, so now with these beans, we've taken all the tops off, or the stems. I'm just gonna cut them kind of on the bias. Just cut them in half. Make it a little bit easier to eat. Maybe even, to save ourselves a little bit of time, stack a few up together. Annie, you got some fresh green beans from Walmart last week, and they had the consistency of leather. I don't know how these are gonna be. I think I might have been a little premature on the green bean situation, but we'll see. Keeping high hopes. Bye, kitchen. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks so much for the raid. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're enjoying your new job. So exciting. Left-handed, that's me. That's me, Chef Babylon. I'm a wild one. Wild indeed. Watch out, world. It's how you know I'm psychotic. That's when you know. Well, it was actually a symbol of the devil way back when. I'm a witch. What's she brewing up today in her pot? We don't want any brown spots on our beans. Yeah, Sam, run! He's sleeping. Ha ha ha. Actually, he's the one that put the ring on it, so really he did that to himself, guys. He locked himself down. Beans, good to go. Whoa, don't spill them. They're juicy. They're actually juicy. It's gonna be good. Feeling good about it. Okay, let's just pop over to our fish real quick. Have a little look-see. I'm gonna dry off our halibut. Just need to spread maple syrup on his lips and he'll wake up. Yeah, I was thinking about waving the coffee under his nose. He's gone though. I'll let him rest. I get my day alone tomorrow here. I'll sleep in a little bit. So Sammy can get his sleep today. So here's our Hallie. I don't know if that'll focus for us. So wild, fresh halibut fillets, 32 bucks. They actually messed up when they cut this for us. So we got like a whole fillet for 32 bucks. Steal of a deal. Is we wanted a bigger piece than they had cut. And I don't know why, but they didn't up the price for the weight that they charged. So we lucked out. I'm just gonna line that with some paper towel. Dry off the fish. Draw a penile on his forehead in syrup. Why you guys want to be mean to Sammy? Like this piece right here, holy shit, like that's worth probably 20 bucks. And then this, crazy. We will have to trim it up a little bit, as you can see. It's a little bit misshapen. If I move that over a bit, you can see how this part of the fillet kind of got cut up there. So we're just gonna cut along that line. And this piece is pretty nice, so we're gonna leave that on its own. Actually, you know what? We might cut it just in half because we do want kind of two similar sized pieces. So we'll cut off this part, cut that in half this way, and cut that in half. And then we should have around 4 really nice pieces that'll cook at around the same time. Did I get that just for the halibut? What's that, Annie? Did I get what for the halibut? Where is my boning knife? Oh, the hell of it. Nice. Still got those puns. I can appreciate that. You can even kind of see how that part of the fish, like even if I run my finger along that, is it just kind of opens up on its own. So there's that natural separation, so it shouldn't be too hard to actually take that piece off. Not a lot of effort involved. Basically just kind of guiding it apart with my knife. Letting gravity do its thing. So that I can keep as like a piece of fish for chowder or something like that. Definitely not going to throw out that piece of halibut. Probably just leave it out actually, and Sam can cook it up for himself later in the week. So let's see how the butcher did. So far not looking so good. Ooh, okay, so this was folded over. We definitely need to clean that up. I don't know who they're employing at the grocery store, but that is like not a satisfactory way to clean a fish. That's really bad. That is butcher. Literal butcher. How long am I gonna marinate the halibut? We can do a quick little brine on it. Like a little salt brine before we cook it. I'm not marinating the halibut, but I am marinating the salmon that's gonna go on the smoker later on stream. I do recommend brining halibut though, like any bottom feeding fish, because that will actually draw out any parasites if there are little worms in the flesh. They're usually stuck in the belly part of the fish. So obviously that's what touches the bottom. But that quick little brine and the salt will kind of draw out the worms if there are any. And that's just something that you have to come to terms with if you're gonna eat this type of fish. You can sometimes get the same thing in lingcod. So it's not something to really be shocked over. You should just educate yourself and know that there is that risk, especially when you're eating wild fish. Just trying to clean all this skin off. Halibut skin is not really edible, guys. It does not fry up the same way that salmon skin does. Polish, you discovered that Havarti is possibly your favorite cheese now. Isn't it so creamy? So creamy. Yeah, spotty cleaning, the worst. So now I'm gonna cut off this tail piece, kind of where it starts to really thin out. So probably up here somewhere. And then Sammy can also have that piece for himself. Probably gonna do that. And now this piece, like I said, I'm going to cut it in half, lengthwise. And that looks to be about a 4-ounce portion maybe. Per each piece of fish. Now that this is cleaned up, you can see that there is a little tear here in the flesh. Not so good, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. Gonna go down this way. Just like that. 4 awesome pieces of halibut. I'll pack up those 2 little extra pieces because they're just not going to cook at the same rate as these nice fillet pieces. These would just cook too quick and I'll get dried out by the time these other ones are done. Monte Enebro is your favorite cheese, Annie? What is that? Paul, you were using Havarti on garlic bread. You think you're eating it just as much as you were cutting some down. Oh no. Spanish goat cheese? Whoa. No, I mean, it would be better to get the halibut skin on and cook it with the skin on and then take off the skin. But if they're serving it skin off, well then you might as well take all the skin off. Okay, just getting a piece of plastic. Wrap up those 2 little pieces. And then we'll mix up, I think, a quick 4% salt brine for the other 4 pieces of halibut. We'll do it pretty strong, but we won't leave it in there for very long. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna do this by weight. Move that over. So we'll need a scale. This is gonna be the dish that I brine the halibut in. You don't enjoy the skin unless frying. Me too. I am the same way. You cook your chicken with the skin on, and then usually your doggo gets it. Yeah, same thing with chicken, is it's always gonna be juicier if you cook it with the skin on. It's like natural little basting barrier. So you want to turn the scale on with our container on it. I'm gonna use grams. So we're gonna weigh out, oops, all the pieces of fish. God, I don't know what I did. Restart. So we're gonna weigh out all the pieces of fish. Take that total weight. That's gonna be our weight of water that we need to make the brine. And then we're gonna take 4% of that weight and weigh that out in salt. So 589 grams is what we need in water. And that's the total weight of the fish. Times 4% equals 23.5 grams of salt. That's what we're gonna dissolve into there. Take that off. Just do this in a bowl, I think. Ooh, fish fries, so good. Fish fingers. You really want to make fried cod sometime. Ooh, it's so good. When you do it yourself, you make a really good batter, so good. You gotta cook something, my drops. Okay, see you soon. Hopefully. Enjoy. Scat! How's it going? Okay, so 589 grams of water. You kind of want to go maybe lukewarm-ish. Don't want to go super cold, but you also don't want to go hot because then you'll cook the fish. That's going to be a lot of water. But you do need to fully submerge the fish in the brine. There we go. Washing up my hands. And maybe we'll tear up a little bay leaf to put into there, I think. Just a little bit of flavoring. You got something to say about my purple knife? You guys. Yeah, at least it matches my knife. Exactly, this little guy. Tell you a little bit more about the carrot butter. So you actually need a juicer to make the carrot butter properly here, which I don't have. So I think I'm just gonna slowly cook carrots down with a little bit of butter and do it that way. But typically they take a liter of carrot juice and cook it down to like a cup, so what, a quarter of a liter, and then they thicken it with a little bit of cornstarch and then mix the butter in, so it should be like really nice and clear and it won't be as pulpy tasting. So I'm not gonna get quite the same result, but I'll try my best today. Okay, 23.5 grams of salt. If I could use a food processor and pulp it, maybe. I mean, I don't even really have a food processor, sad to say. And I have an idea about what I'm gonna do. Got this, guys. Okay, there's our salt. We're just gonna give that a stir and pour that over the fish. You don't think you would ever make it? I can't really see that being something that you would enjoy, Matt. I feel like it's gonna look really good on the plate, though. Ooh, maple syrup in the carrot butter. That sounds good. And they use macadamia nuts instead of actual butter. See, that's an interesting one. The halibut bath. That's what's going down right now. See if I can make some room so we can fit all of these in one layer together. I think we can do it, guys. Okay, so maybe we'll let this sit in here for about half an hour. You don't want to leave it too long because it will start to break the fish down and then you'll get kind of weird textured pasty fish. I don't want it to start cooking it prematurely, so I'm going to set myself a half an hour timer. And it should be nicely seasoned by that time. We shouldn't really have to add any salt to here after we brine it. I don't know if I can fit this. It's risque. I'm going to crush our little salmon for our smoking. But this is looking good. Look at all that juice that's already come out of the salmon. I didn't add anything liquid in here. It was literally just salt and sugar and some pepper. It's drawing out the moisture already though. Fish brine everywhere. I just did that. And by everywhere, I mean basically just on my foot. That's why we have dogs. Just gonna go with that. Okay, carrot time. Carrot. We're gonna peel these little guys up, I think. They should be tasty. I got organic for a reason this time. Because the carrots are kind of our main star. I think first things first is I'll just cut off all the stems. Recuperate. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, thank God they're not my weird colored carrots. I wish they were, Matt. I wish they were. I'd love to put some purple and yellow carrots in the mix. Yeah, salt on the toe. We got salty toes. It would be interesting, and it would go with the color of everything else better. Yeah, totally. I agree. Sammy's the one that picked this meal. I'm just trying to make it come to life for him. You guys can like hear him breathing hard. It's pretty close to snoring though. He's getting there. Like he is gone to the world. So basically half of these are going to be made into carrot butter. And then the other half we're going to boil and kind of mash up with the bacon that we cooked a little bit earlier. So we're doing carrots 2 different ways today. Hopefully these are nice and sweet. We'll have a little taste before we start cooking with them. See how good they are. None of the carrot seeds have popped up in the garden yet either. It's been a little bit too cold still for that. So I think if we get some sun in the next week or so, we should have some carrots popping up. Surprised Doggo's actually not down here right now. Checking out this carrot situation. I mean, most veggies in the off season, maybe Mexico or California. I don't know if I can see this tag. Yeah, this one's Cali, it says. But like some grocery stores here, we can get stuff from the farms, local as well. It just depends. I mean, some farms do kind of rotation crops, so they don't always have carrots available. So then we supplement with the California stuff. But if I was also really, really good at gardening and organizing, I would be able to kind of eat carrots throughout the whole year. I wish I could do that. Okay, so our boiled carrots just says chopped roughly. So maybe we'll do rounds. Actually, I have an idea of what I want. Cut that in half. Then we'll go in half lengthwise like that. I'm gonna go on a pretty big bias. Make like nice long pieces of carrot like that. And so this bottom part, we're not gonna cut it at all. Those are good. Maybe I'll leave all the bottom parts for the carrot butter though. I feel like that's a good idea. That one's super small anyways. You're a biased observer. How come? I know you guys are always judging me. I try to not take it to heart. I'm doing the best I can over here. Oh. Oh my gosh. I cannot keep up with your puns today. Wow. Earth to Kate. Wake up. Sammy's the only one sleeping here. I am so out of practice. It's true. Yeah, Matt judges me all the time. It's just something that I know is gonna happen. Keeps me on my toes. Yeah, go back to school. You call yourself a cook? What? Okay. Those in another little bowl. But we can boil them off sooner than later, because then we are just gonna finish them in a pan with some butter and the bacon. Really, really easy. But first I think we'll prep up the carrot butter stuff. So we're just gonna rough chop all of these pieces. I think pretty small though, so that it can cook relatively quickly. Something like that. Throw these scraps in as well. Should we put the orange carrots in the orange saucepan? I think so. I'm a thinking so. Recuperate. Don't ever be sorry, especially not if you're new. Welcome in. I'm glad you were brave enough to say something in chat. So we are making a recipe out of a cookbook called Garde Manger from a Canadian chef. Here's the book, and we are making roast halibut with carrot butter. We're also making some potatoes, some green beans to go with that. Here's kind of how the dish is going to end up looking. It's going to be so yummy. Okay, so here's my thoughts on the carrot butter. We'll cook this down with a little bit of vegetable stock, I think, just to add some nice extra flavor in there. And then we'll kind of blend it together with butter later on, after it's like really, really mushy and soft. Wow, what an attractive guy. My drops, what are you making? The book chef. I used to have the biggest crush on that chef. He's married though. He's taken. And so am I now. Sam totally knows. He so knows. I don't know if I can open this. Okay, we're good. You're so telling if not. So tattling on you. It's too late, man. You missed your chance. Pretty sure my mom was the one that told Sam. Did you know? Kaylin totally loved that chef. We can leave some of this vegetable broth out for boiling the other carrots as well. So I'm just gonna cover that with water. We don't want too much water, but then we are gonna cook that water down. Yeah, you needed dirt. It's hard to find on me. Good luck, Matt. That's what I'll say. Good luck trying to find dirt on me. Okay, I'm gonna set that on a burner on medium heat. Get that boiling. Start cooking those carrots down. And now we can set up our carrot boiling pot as well. Another little drop of our vegetable broth base that's called Better Than Bouillon. It's all organic. It's delicious. It's not super salty. And we can fill that pot up about halfway with water. And that is a teaspoon of the vegetable base that we have. And that'll just dissolve in. We can also turn that on to medium heat. Get that heating up. You can't tell what you're making. It's petty and minuscule to my cooking. We need to know though. This is a need to know basis, please. Recuperate. I think we're gonna have a pretty good lunch today. Okay, I think we're gonna move into pierogi time over here. Our filling should be nicely cooled off, or at least getting there. Our delicious cheesy potatoes. I'm gonna only take out one package of wonton at a time, so that the other pack stays cold in the fridge. And so what it says for the pierogis to assemble, it says use some water to wipe the edges of the wonton. Place a teaspoon of the filling in the wrapper, push out excess air, and pinch the edges together to seal it. And just put it on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And they boil for 3 to 4 minutes. Sounds simple enough, I think. Just grab a little bit more parchment. I'm gonna try and do this a quick way, if possible. I'm tripping on Pasha's toys over here. Her bunny attacked me just now. Attack of the rabbit! You're just lurking and watching. Yeah, no problem. You're applying for new jobs and now extremely hungry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And good luck on the job search. I know that can be a little bit stressful. My job. So you're making a white chicken pizza. What's wrong with that? Okay, so here's our wonton wrappers. They come apart pretty easily. I'm gonna lay out a bunch and then try and fill them all at once and close them up, because I think that's gonna be quicker. And these are a little delicate. They will dry out if you don't work quick enough. So try not to waste them. I'm gonna see if I can do maybe 12 at a time and just make this process a little bit quicker. But we did save time by not having to make our own pierogi dough or pierogi wrapper. It's way easier to just make the filling. Although I don't know how this texture is gonna be for a pierogi. I feel like my Baba might be shaking her head at me today. Being like, Caitlin, what are you doing? This is not how you make pierogies. The Polish in me is fighting back. You just realized I was from BC. You are too. What? Awesome. Yeah, she saw on my channel page. A place that not very many people look. Connor lad, how are you? Okay, so let's go quick. It says about a teaspoon of filling. I think I'm gonna save maybe a little bit of time today by trying to use this little baller. It's like a mini ice cream scoop. And that way we'll kind of get consistent sizing. But it smells so good. Ugh. Asiago and cheddar pierogi filling. We can't just settle for one type of cheese. That's just not us. I'll add a little bit extra to these ones. Okay, now I just need a little bowl of water. Dip my finger into. Just set that on this side. Like that. And do your fingertips. And then I usually just do one side, like 1/2 moon on the edges. And then pick it up. And then we're just going to pinch those edges shut all along the side. And it says to push out any extra air as well if you can. Just like that. Done. We have a pierogi. So now we just have to do that like 50 more times. That's all. No pressure. Vioon, how are you? Good to see you today. Your colleague is bringing over shrimp stir fry with gluten-free pasta. Yes. That is a meal indeed, Annie. That's gonna be good. You deserve that. Yeah, these little wonton wrappers, they're actually really nice and soft. These are some of the nicest ones I've worked with. I like how Sammy just escaped from pierogi making duty. He's like, what? You need me to help? I'm gonna go nap now. Yeah, right, my drops? I love dumplings, but they do take quite a while to make. It's a labor of love. Let's just say that. And it's always easier when you don't try and overfill it either. Maybe one of those instances where less is more. I don't know. I think the most important thing here is just making sure that all the edges are completely sealed. So you don't really want that filling to start oozing out at any point. You don't want to lose any of that precious cheese. Not the cheese. Oh right, Sammy. Was he asking you to play Vune? That's probably why he just went to have a nap. He's like, well, no one wants to play, so I'm just gonna go sleep. We'll wake him up in a little bit. We also don't have to make all the pierogis on stream. We can save the filling and the wrappers and fill more tomorrow. Because I feel like these are going to be something awesome to kind of meal prep, a couple extra, and just freeze. Have little pierogis good to go. When you eat dumplings like Skittles, yes. Yeah, dumplings are a thing that I can eat so quick. It's like, well, there goes 6. Time to get more. I think I hear some water boiling in the background. Gotta check what's happening on the stovetop. These are looking good, hey? What a sneaky way to make pierogis. Okay, that's our carrot water for boiling. I'm gonna throw our cut up carrots into there, get them cooking. And I think I'm gonna set a 2-minute timer because it's gonna go quick. Is the carrots aren't cut very big, so they're gonna cook pretty quick. Don't want them to be mushy, that's for sure. View, and you forgot to answer him about something else? Well, I don't know what you guys are doing then. I'm out of the loop. I think the wonton wrapper is actually easier to use than the pierogi dough that I make by hand. It's a little bit more sticky, the homemade one, whereas these stay nice and dry. These are coated in a rice or a tapioca flour, and that way they don't stick. Just trying to get Sammy and shit. Did you know he's planning to buy this? I doubt that would happen. That would be not so wise on his part. Did you know Kate is leaving Sam for another cook that writes books? That would be a pretty epic affair, Matt. Pretty epic indeed. I don't think Chuck would do that to his wife. Same way that I would not do that to Sammy. Grow up, Matt. Trying to start feuds. Okay, carrot time. They're boiling. Little pair of tweezers. Just gonna test one, see how bendy it is, pretty much. I think we can go 2 more minutes again. So that'll be 4 minutes so far total. Okay, this is looking so good. Ooh, it's kind of sticking. I'm scared. Shouldn't really stick though together. Make some more room on this tray for the next batch. But it's like, you probably eat what? 6 to 8 pierogis per person? You don't have to make that many more. Yes, I got you. I I got you, my drops. That was my oven, not yours. Yeah, did you know that your mods are full of shit? At least 2 of them? I love you guys. Your coworkers are staring? Good, Matt. Good. Try 20, yeah, just a casual 20 to 25 pierogis. How about that? 6 to 8. I don't know what kind of world we're living in here. Pierogis are so good though. That's one thing where it's like I always overeat. How can you not though? Especially when they're bite size. Yeah, you, me, Sammy could impress with a pierogi challenge. Totally. Okay, I don't know what happened to this wonton, but there are holes and we don't want that. So we're chalking that up to a loss. We don't want our filling going everywhere. Okay, we got all sorts of stuff happening on the stovetop. Our other carrots for our carrot butter have also just come up to a boil. So we'll let those little guys go. That feels perfect. It just has enough bend. But I know that it's still gonna be crunchy, and I think that's important. So I'm gonna drain the water out of this, and we'll just put them back in a bowl to cool. And that way, all we have to do is brown them up with a little bit of butter. And the bacon. I need a strainer of sorts. And then our halibut brine timer is also about to go off. So we'll take that out of the brine. Get it dried, ready to roast. Everything's happening pretty quick now. I think we'll probably be eating maybe in the next half an hour or so. Okay, that. Carrot fettuccine, where you actually put carrot into the dough. Yeah, send Sam the address, because I never message you. I actually totally read all of your PMs that you sent yesterday. I just didn't respond because I didn't know if you needed me to. You were just sending me little things to keep in mind. Okay, once again, drying our fish off. I'm gonna use tongs this time. That way I don't have to rewash my hands. Yeah, I got all of the things, Matt. I see. I see now. This actually feels more firm as well, as the brine kind of firmed it up. Sam's like whistling in his sleep. He's snoring. Yeah, slide into those DMs, Matt. Come on. You should know better than this. Yeah, the beard. It's getting a little trim, I think, this weekend. It's looking good, though. The scruff. Scruffly. Okay. I don't know if any of the bay leaf flavor got into there, but we'll just keep those covered to the side. And maybe I will get the oven preheating for us. We're gonna start cooking pretty soon here. So 400 Fahrenheit is what the cookbook says to roast it at. cooking it in the big cast iron pan. A beard trim, yeah, / restaurant. How epic would that be, though? Good food and a barber shop? Can't go wrong with that. Matt, you would go? Yes. I expect that. Yeah, get fed and cleaned up. Now that's fresh. Fresh to death. Yeah, and hair hair in your food. Oh, the worst. That's the worst, my drops. Well, hopefully it's only your own hair. But even then, that's definitely not enjoyable. Whether it's someone else's or your own hair in food, never a good thing. Ruined. Yeah, just put a bathhouse in the middle. Before you go to eat, you must take a bath. You don't want any hair in the food. Love it. It's actually kind of like a place that I went to in Milan. There was this place that had like a pool, a spa, there was snacks. Obviously you can get like your hair and makeup done. And then the pool and hot tub and stuff was outside. It was kind of like that. Super, super relaxing. I went there and spent a day. It was so expensive as well, just for like a day pass, but I was like super exhausted. I had been doing like a lot of traveling between different spots in Europe before that, and I was just like, I can't move or think anymore. I need to just like take care of myself. It was fun, I have to say. Like really nice fresh fruit and veggies and stuff. Obviously that's not what you want, Matt. Sam's gonna eat this whole pan, yeah. He's gonna eat all the pierogis and be like, where are yours? Oh, Vune! I just saw that you were heading out. I'm sorry if I missed ya, but I hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that was like one of my treat yourself moments on my trip. Because the rest of the time I was like penny pinching. Eating super cheap, staying in cheap hostels, backpacking and taking trains everywhere. I don't think I even took a taxi once on that trip. It was like kind of my plan. I was like, I'm not even gonna take a taxi. I'll either take transit or I'll walk everywhere. And it worked well. Okay, so we'll make one full tray of pierogis then. How does that sound, guys? Or I think I'll just finish off this package of wontons. I don't want to open the other package. That way you can freeze the other wontons, and if there's any leftover filling, you can make pierogis again another day. Hitchhiked? I didn't do any hitchhiking. I was traveling on my own. So I felt like that was not the safest route to take. Lots of trains and buses, for sure. And leg power. I can't get it apart. Send help. Maybe it's just one thick one? I don't think so though. There we go. This is actually way less messy than the homemade dough. Like for that to be kind of the only stuff getting stuck on my hands, I am okay with this. Carrots are still cooking nicely. What do we got for time? 2:30. Our oven's heating up. We got about 7 minutes left on that. Feeling good about it. The fish will take probably the same amount of time that our veggies will take. And then I just have to quickly boil off these pierogis for a couple minutes, and then we can pan fry as well. Probably throw them into the fish frying pan or fish roasting pan after the fish is done cooking while it rests, because the pierogis won't take very long to brown up. These wonton wrappers aren't thick at all. That's a little too much filling. She's not gonna fit, man. Packaged wontons are for you? Yeah. Loving this little trick. Shh, don't tell anyone though, okay? It's just a trick for us. You're gonna make Peking soon. Been a while since you've made them. I've never made Peking duck. I've always wanted to make it at home. It's definitely a process, isn't it? It's like a full 2 days of like babysitting the duck. Is what, first you have to marinate it, and then you have to like slowly cook it with liquid being ladled over it until it's done. It's insane, but so worth it, I think, in my opinion. You're gonna tell Olive Food and Drink. Yeah. No! Don't tell them that it's pre-packaged. Come on. Yeah, nobody got time for that, Matt. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, by the way, Matt, how's your mama doing? How's the mumsy? Still kicking ass? Taking names? Mom texts me, if you're home, can you please put the salmon into the fridge that I have in the sink? This I can do, Mom. I'm gonna go have to run and do that. She just got done with a checkup and she's doing well. Well, that's good. Some weird ass sounds going on outside. What the hell? Look at this lineup now. Actually, you can just leave that over there, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go do that salmon for Mom. I'll be right back. You always decide to do difficult recipes, and by the time you're done, yeah, you don't even want to eat much, right? You're like, oh. You got Dins arriving soon. Awesome, Annie. Well, thanks for hanging out, and I'm glad you're recovering so quickly. Take care of yourself, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow on stream. Bye, Annie. It actually sounded like it, my drops. Well, we have been having some cougar problems in the area, so I just want to be aware of that as well. Okay, couple more pierogis. Yeah, like on the property that my chef lives on, is him and the neighbors actually brought in hounds to try and fish the cougars out of the forest on their yard. Because they both have dogs that are not that big, so they're worried about their dogs getting attacked. There was a kid, this was I think kind of 3-ish weeks ago now. The kid got mauled by 2 at once. So now they're starting to kind of hunt in packs, which is not so good. So if it's not bears here, it's definitely cougars causing problems. And Posh is definitely not a big enough dog to defend me from one either if we're out walking together. Speak of the doggo. How's Doggo? Doggo, wake Sammy up. Tell him what's up. Tell Sammy it's pierogi time. Tell him. Are you ready? Girl. She's like, I'm ready for pierogis. Yeah, the pan is not full yet. There is no stopping. Our oven says, I'm ready. We gotta hurry up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yeah, Posh. She is probably more vicious than we've ever seen. She's quite protective of us. So maybe if things came down to that, she would show that big cat who's boss. But I don't know, guys. Yeah, the cougars are gonna eat all the chickens or the ducks. There was actually, I heard a story of one of the farms here that's been having troubles with the cougars. Is there was a mama pig that was up for like 2 days guarding like goats and chickens and like all of the animals overnight for the farm. Is this pig was like having none of it. It's so amazing how the animals kind of work together to protect each other. The pig's like, nope, you're not coming in here. But can't really blame the cats for coming close, or as close as they are currently to us, because there is just so much development going on here that they are kind of getting kicked out of their original territory. I mean, it is our fault. Especially because we are on an island. I mean, there's nowhere really else for them to go. Okay, a couple more pierogis. And then it's almost lunchtime. I think I'm gonna start heating up the halibut pan and also the pot for quickly boiling off our pierogis. Stuff's gonna happen pretty quick. We do have to quickly cut up our shallot as well for our green beans. Gonna get a quick little fry on that. Ooh, chicken wings. Yes. So good. Chicken wings. Okay, I think these are the last 2 or 3 pierogis. I think 3. Oh no! And one of them has a hole in it. You know what happens then. Our loss. Not gonna use the top one because it looks weird. I think you're VIP for today's stream. Yeah, you've been here the longest. It's true. It's true, my drops. You and Matt. Old faithfuls. I would expect nothing less. Yeah, Matt, I'm always here. It's true, man. There was that little bit where work was cramping your style. You couldn't be around as much. But we waited for you. We knew you'd come back. Matt the Meat Man. You hope it stays like this? Oh, at work, you mean? Or with just you and my drops in chat? So many people lurk at this time when I'm on during the week. But like, there's still quite a few people that are watching, so it's kind of hilarious. Okay, guys. So we made the bulk of the pierogis. Looks like we got maybe halfway or just over halfway through our filling. Put that back. Gonna wash up my hands. Put some water in a pot so that we can boil these things. Man, I'm making lots of dishes today. Holy smokes. I'm gonna use a pretty big pot so that we can boil, I think, most of the pierogis all at once. we'll fill it halfway with water. Put that on a big burner so we can heat it up quick. I think we can maybe work on our carrot butter as that's heating up. You hope it stays like that for having access. Yeah, you don't want to lose it again. I'm with you, Matt. I'm with you. Yummy pierogis. Maybe I'll take a quick picture before we cook them all. It's a good looking tray, isn't it? Yum. Yummy yums. Okay, so here's our carrots that we cooked down with the stock. So basically, there's not too much stock left. They're nicely seasoned because we kind of reduced that stock so it concentrated in flavor. It's like sweet and salty. You definitely get a really good carrot flavor. The best way to go about this is maybe grabbing my mom's really small food processor and just kind of mounting butter into there. Just pulsing butter in until it makes this really nice puree. I'm gonna do a quick boil on the pierogis and then a fry. So let's see if I can go find that food processor. Success. Look at this thing. I think it's from the 70s maybe? I don't know. Way before my time though. That's all I can say. And she's loud. I will let you know this. Just burnt the shit out of your finger. Didn't use your mitten. What are you doing? This was my burn of the week. This little guy. I don't know what I did here. But I touched something round. I was like, ouch. Okay, how do we set this little thing up? We're locked, loaded. Let's do this. Yeah, looks like a bite mark from Sam, right? I don't know what I did. I think I just touched maybe the side of a pot. And hopefully this stays really nice and orange in color. It's kind of what we want here. I think I'm going to use cold butter. I think that'll be the best here. And if you have headphones, guys, you want to turn this down. I know it's going to be loud. You tried to use a rag, but it wasn't dense. Yeah, you got to be careful. Or if you're using like a cloth that's a little bit wet, that's the worst. It just turns into steam. That's a way worse burn. Okay, so a couple tablespoons of butter to start. It's going to be loud. Ready? What even is this thing? I think it's working. We might need a little bit of liquid. Maybe just a touch of water. But I think we're gonna get a pretty nice little sauce. You blame me for making you so hungry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gonna add a couple of spoonfuls of warm water. It's the real Chef Boyardee. Welcome in. How are you today? Finish off this coffee before lunchy. Thank you for the follow as well. Okay, let's blitz this up one more time. Cover your ears. I love this thing. Sam's up. We wait the whole stream. He's up now. Best wake up ever. Sammy, we're making carrot butter. What? And that was the last day you saw Kate. That was the last day that she lived. We woke the bear up, guys. Watch out. It's getting smoother, though. I think maybe 2 more spoonfuls, maybe 3, of some warm water. We'll be good to go. It's just a little bit too thick to get that perfect puree. I'm jealous that you got to sleep. No, I already said that I'm not. I get to sleep tomorrow. Common couple, welcome in, guys. Thanks for the follow. Okay, this should be hopefully the last blitz. And then we'll be done with all of the loud noises. And Connor Labs, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome in, guys. All my new peeps. Yeah. Smooth. That's smooth like a carrot butter. We went there. Maybe it's even better than the original recipe. Maybe, guys. The color turned out pretty nice. It's really nice and bright. That's kind of what you want, right? Look at that. Yum. And by carrot butter, we mean baby food. Really. Yeah, relax. Relax, Kate. We don't know if it's gonna be better. Pretty much baby food. Let's give it a tasty taste. It was good for salt, I think. Mmm. Yum. That's super good. It's like sweet, buttery, salty. We did good, guys. So we can just leave that in there and we'll just leave it aside. Because we are cooking really soon here. Okay, the fish pan is insanely hot. Just gonna push that to the back for a sec. Get this pierogi pot going. And we are almost there, guys. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Today we're actually making baby food. Okay, that's my last step, is just cutting up this shallot. The shallot for the beans. And we're probably gonna use the smaller piece. Keep the other half for something else. We're gonna cut this really nice and fine. So I always like to cut it in half and just cut it like an onion. So we're gonna do really small slices all the way through, or as small as you can, really. Cutting shallots is a little bit difficult, I will say that. Hey Nike, how's it going? Good to see ya. Yeah, let's package up the carrot butter. We're sending out baby food. That's the next giveaway, my drops. And on this month's giveaway, Kate is making carrot baby food. Yes. Isn't that what everyone wants? Oh, it's not? Okay. Sup, bike? What's up, bike? Gotta love those typos and or autocorrect. Sup, my lifts. That was a good one, Nike. You guys are so nice to each other. That's why I'm crying. It's not from the shallots. Holy, okay, we're boiling. We are going. Not messing around. Holy shit. Okay, this is gonna be quick, right? Boiling the pierogis. So I'm gonna get the spider out. And I'm gonna try and drop all of them in at once, and then we'll just take them out, put them back onto that sheet pan. Oh no, this one's stuck. Hopefully not too many of them are stuck onto the parchment. We're gonna keep this really, really high heat as we're dropping this in, because it's gonna cool off the water a bit. We don't really want them to stick together. So you still want to keep it agitated. Don't just want to have this pile of mush at the bottom. So if you want, you can kind of swirl it. Give it a nice little stir just to make sure everything's good. And I'll try and drop in the rest pretty quick. Shake them in. Go. There we go. Cover it up to get it to heat up faster as well. And then maybe 2-ish minutes in there. Yeah, we are covered from all angles, Connor. You got all of these things going on here. It's like your bedroom with all the mirrors on the ceiling. Love it. You fancy, huh, Nike? I'm gonna give this a little stir. Oh god, I hope that they don't get mushy. I think we're okay. We are okay. I like how they're kind of turning clear. That's how you can tell that they're cooked. So then I think it'll be important for us to kind of oil these after they come out so that they don't stick together while we're waiting to fry them up. Okay, this is just coming up to a boil. Start taking them out. They are looking soft. I'm gonna turn that off. They're not falling apart though, so I think we're okay. They're definitely not like my Baba's recipe, I will say that. Definitely more delicate, the dough is a lot more thin. Take that out of here. Making the biggest mess today. So, bean frying pan on. Are these gonna stick? Oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah. Drop it in peanut oil, you're insane. Okay, so halibut pan back on the heat. Put some grapeseed oil in the bottom of that. That'll help it from sticking. A good amount, for sure. Now I'm just gonna rub a little bit of oil over the pierogis before this becomes a sticky mess. Because we didn't do all that work for them just to stick together and not end up looking like pierogis. That would be really sad. Whew, and they're hot. Hot, hot, hot. I don't know how these are gonna fry up, to be honest. We're gonna need a super, super hot pan. Because they're so soft. Yeah, Chinese pot stickers are life. That's actually, we had those for a snack last night after we got home from the staff party. We were a little bit hungry still. There wasn't that much food. We were like, hell yeah, we're making gyoza. Quick little gyoza snack. We just did it in a bamboo steamer, so we didn't even fry them. Kept it a little bit healthy. Our fish pan, not quite smoking yet. That's okay. So we're gonna do a quick little sear on the presentation side of the halibut, and then we'll put that into the oven and we'll finish kind of cooking it in there. So it's like a half roast almost. We're just gonna sear it on the one side. Okay, almost done with these pierogis. Really didn't want them to stick or fall apart. Feeling good about it, guys. They're all oiled up. But holy, filling is so soft. Like, look at this. Whew. Okay, there's some smoke happening there, I think. It's time for the drop. The fish drop. Should hear a nice sizzle. Yeah, we'll turn that up a bit. Spread the oil out. Just fits perfectly. Now I'm going to put the shallot in our other pan here. Yeah, there's fish, Matt. This is going to be for our green beans. And our carrots as well. I think we'll just do everything together with the bacon. That's going to be good. I just don't want to use too many different pans. I've already made so many dishes. Yeah, you three are just like owning the stream right now. It's awesome. Okay, that's looking good. I'm gonna throw that into the oven now. We're not gonna flip it over or do anything like that. So 400 Fahrenheit oven, and I'm gonna set a 3-minute timer. Should be good. Okay, so our shallot's frying up in our bacon fat here. Yum! Just want a little bit of caramelization on it. Maybe we'll use a little bit of white wine today as well with our veggies. It's always my fave. Bugging the Sammy Sam. Oh yeah, okay, we're there. Let's throw in our beans and carrots. Our shallots are nice golden brown. Some beaners. And the carrots actually don't need that long of a cook, as they're pretty cooked already. So we'll cook these for a little bit first. Throw a little bit of salt in there. Get back in that pan. Yum. Yeah, I turned my back and you guys just talk shit, hey? That's what happens. We got like 45 seconds on our halibut. We're checking it. I'm gonna set it up after it is done cooking. I'm gonna put it on a rack on a plate. And that way, hopefully it won't dry out too much. A rogue. black pepper in the mix. That's our halibut timer. Everything's coming together quick. Quick, quick, quick. Let's check it out. Give it a touchy feel. Ooh. I think we can probably just flip that and finish cooking it in the pan on the stove top. But then we do still have to fry the pierogis in that pan. Okay, we're getting a nice little saute here. I'm gonna add a touch of white wine to deglaze. Yum. And then the deglaze also kind of steams at the same time. So everything should be heated through perfectly now. And basically cook it until the wine is all evaporated. That we'll just set aside. Our fish. I think Sammy used the fish filo this morning. Ooh, I hope this didn't stick. I'm gonna be so sad. It did a little bit. Not quite hot enough pan then when we started. Should have been schmoking. I'm gonna come over here for a sec. Matt, your Iowa is showing. Your Iowa is coming out. Be careful. These little pieces, look at how it's just kind of flaking apart. So perfectly cooked. So I want to get it out of the pan ASAP. A little bit sad on the sear that we got, but let's give it a little taste. It tastes super good and fresh though. Not as worried anymore. Hey Dirtbag, how are ya? Yeah, it's been forever since I've had halibut as well. Try and quickly wash out this pan. So much pan work. So little time. Back on the heat. Go really high heat with this. Wipe all the water out. Get some more grapeseed oil into the pan. And then it's going to be a really quick fry up for the pierogis. Get my plate out. We are pretty much there, guys. I don't know if this dish is super awesome for making by yourself at home. I feel like it's definitely much easier to execute this one if you have some other people helping you. Just put everything together. It's a little bit hard to do all the timing on your own. Okay, let's see. Are we schmucking? Don't want this to stick at all. So if you need to, use a little bit more oil. I'm gonna do a little testy test. Test one out. It should sizzle as soon as we drop it in. And plus, we already oiled our pierogis, so they really shouldn't stick. And I think we're good. That little sizzle going on. And even if we just get a good color on the one side, that's all we need. Yeah. What do we get? 2 more in there? Yum! Nike was cool, or so we thought. You guys. You guys are so sidetracked, and that's okay. I don't care. I'm still having fun cooking. I'm good. Oh God. I think it's sticking. No! Oh, we're okay. Maybe I'm just rushing it a little bit. Let it cook a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna put the bacon into our carrots and beans. Our crispy bacon. How should I get it to lift off? Just pour a little bit of water in and cover it. Do like a really quick steam. Just be careful when you do this because water and hot oil, not happy. Yeah, what is wrong with this pan, right? Halibut's sticking. Pierogis are sticking. I'm trying to think about what we cooked in it last, but I don't remember. Okay, I'm turning this off. Okay, get the lid ready if you're gonna pour water in, if you're having sticking issues. gonna do this. Should be good. Okay, time to plate up. We're not waiting any longer. No, it's like super seasoned. I don't know what's going on, Matt. It's making me upset though. You can probably tell. I don't like it. So, bottom of the plate are carrot butter, aka baby food. We're just gonna do a little swipe, I think. Good old swipe. It's been forever, hasn't it? And I think I'll just go a little bit off center. So basically your carrot butter needs to be smooth enough that you can make it look like art. Like that. I always like to do a little half moon, maybe. You're not sure about the butter. You're scared still? You scared, man? Holy, these pierogis are browned indeed. But they actually did turn out really nice. Maybe it's the wonton part of the pierogi that's like kind of throwing me off. Kind of smells like pancakes are being cooked in here. It's an interesting one. Okay, what do I have on there? 4. I'll do 5. Cover up this sad looking one. That's where we're at, guys. Mix our bacon into our veg. Just need a little bit of salt. Let it do its thing. Boom, boom. I do want to try and tuck this in just a little bit more. And so we kind of need just a little bed for our piece of halibut. I'm going to be a little bit picky about the piece that I choose. I think I'm going to go with this one. He definitely got a really nice sear on his. I'm not in love with how this dish turned out, guys. I think I'm just gonna chop up some chives to put on top. But the fish is beautifully white, I will say that. It is like perfectly cooked. Oh, Matt, hi, how are you? Good to see you. We're almost there. And maybe I'll do a nice drizzle of olive oil around. I feel like we need that in our life. Okay, just gonna quickly pick some chives. Gosh, wanna go outside? Smells delicious in here. Today I am good. Just cooking up some lunch. Things are rolling along. The day's actually going by so fast. There we go. Dill, I think, would also be good here. Oh no. She touched the carrot butter. Hurry, wipe it up. Okay, a little finish. So a little bit of oil on the fish. And then we'll just do a little bit around the plate like that. Quick little photo sesh, and then we're eating. Fish and dill, yeah, is amazing. So I think I would present it probably like this to someone. I'm gonna see a little bit of everything. Is the halibut cooked? Yes. I would not cook it anymore. It's really nice and firm. She's feeling good. I think I get some pretty good lighting in here today anyways. So what did I say? I would present it this way to someone. Let's eat. So excited to try these pierogis. Indog and Hojerific. Welcome in, guys. You're right on time. Whew, we did some cooking today. Yeah, pristine white fish. So I can show you guys a little bit closer. So look at that color that we got on those pierogis. It looks so good. Carrot butter, the fish just kind of flaking apart. Carrots and green beans and bacon. Can't really go wrong with this. I don't think so. Is that a poached egg? No, it's fish. It's fish. I'm gonna drink a Blue Moon. Nice. Yeah, let's get into our fish. See if our brine seasoned it enough. So see how it just kind of flakes apart? Halibut is most like, let's say, a steak in the fish world. Is it's really firm and dense, is the flakes are really big. I think just a little bit of pepper. But I think the salt in this is perfect. I don't know if I want to add any more. But I do love pepper on my fish, which is something I didn't do when I put it in the pan. But it's perfectly cooked. Just kind of melting in my mouth. There's bones. No! So good though. I don't know, can I zoom in for us? There we go. Okay, our cheesy pierogi. Move over, fish. You're out of here. What even is this? So wontons for pierogi dough, a little bit delicate in my opinion. Yeah, don't cut it. Just fork it right up. It's so good though. It literally tastes like a loaded baked potato. With the cheese and green onion in there. It's so perfect. An interesting way to make pierogis, for sure. Yeah, try one of those crappy veggies, Matt. It goes really good with the sweetness of the carrot butter. Okay, let's do carrot, green bean, some bacon. That's what we're getting into now. It's perfect. There's still a little bit of crunch there. The beans are really nice and juicy. They're not like leather, like Annie said his were. I love the crunch and the little bit of salt and smoke from the bacon with that. I think that's what goes the best with the pierogis, for sure. You would have added brown sugar. Ooh. The carrot butter is pretty sweet, though. So I don't know if you need more sugar. Because if you kind of use this sauce together with everything, it might overpower. The fish is perfect with the carrot butter, though. It sounds weird, but that's actually a really good combo. Yeah, we sauced it. Time to flex. Number 5, Matt. And let me say this, Matt, is I'm kind of getting this brown sugar flavor from the carrot butter by the way that we cooked it in the vegetable stock and let it reduce. Is the sugars in the carrots concentrated, made this caramel flavor. Delicious. So it might have not looked completely like that. Definitely didn't get the best of sears. But I like how I plated the rest of the dish. And we did execute it properly. I think the most important thing is that we didn't overcook the fish. So whether there's a sear or not, I think it tastes just as good. How was that even close? You like mine better? Thanks, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, dipping the carrots into the carrot butter. Let's do this. Yeah, screw that hot chef. We don't need him. Let's wake this bear up. The big bear. Bring him back to life, guys. We still gotta smoke some salmon. I'm done for the day. I'm done. It's Sammy's turn to do stuff. Yeah, take chat with me to wake him up. Posh, get Sammy. I'ma just keep eating. This is actually really good. Get Sammy. Get him. Tell him what's up. Nike, I'm happy you're here, man. I'm gonna zoom this out now. You would eat it, yes. Even the veggies? I'm shocked.
No, that's Matt that won't eat the veggies.
He is.
Oh.
It's because there's bacon, right? You love them cooked right. It's such a good combo, honestly. The bacon always helps. You know what, guys? For these pierogis, I don't know if they'd fried up better if they were frozen, maybe. I don't know if they needed that boil. We should have just pan fried them. You're very picky. I think you would love these carrots then, Matt. You're not even frying them?
Oh.
He just woke up. He doesn't know what's going on.
Nope.
You need the pan really, really hot. Otherwise they stick. There's your scrunchions. Swapped cams. Yeah, look at the pants of Sammy. Hogwarts. It's the Hogwarts. Oh man, this piece of fish though. So good. Get some of the carrot butter, it's actually really good. Yeah, look who decided to show up. Be careful of the boners. I found 2 little bones.
In the halibut?
Mm-hmm. Found 2 little bones. Bones or boners? I don't know, Matt. It's a plural of a plural. You're alive. He's going to make it.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it.
This is good.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Why are you smiling all the time? I don't know.
Me?
I don't know.
You.
Do you smile in your sleep? He does. I can confirm, Matt. He's quite the sleep talker. There was definitely one night where he was getting attacked by something in his sleep. He literally smacked himself in the face. It was fucking hilarious. Just like sitting in bed next to him as he's sleeping. And all of a sudden just whack, slaps himself in the face. And he's like, get it off. And is like touching his face. I'm like, what is going on right now? It was hilarious. And then that was it. He just turned over and nothing happened. Yeah, should have helped him. Whack, I'll get it for you.
Whack.
Doggo, what do?
Pierogis are really good.
It's yummy, hey?
Yeah.
Tastes like a loaded baked potato.
Yep.
Break time for Matt. Okay, we'll still be here. We gotta set up the cold smoker outside. Yes, Nike. Send us those streamers. We like finding new people. Yum, yum, yum. I'm getting full, guys. It's actually a rare occurrence that I eat all of my food on stream. But when a dish is really good, I just poured oil in. I'm in. Sammy was Stony Baloney. Which night? When were you streaming? Were you streaming here?
No.
Oh.
Becky and I were watching Sabotage, I think.
Oh shit. And I was at worky.
Yeah. Those days when knees really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I passed out on the computer chair watching it.
Fell asleep at the desk. Yeah, every night. Which night was this? Everyone. You guys know so well. Posh. Halibut scrap. Doggo. Are you cute? Are you cute? What's going on? Yeah, Sammy's your dog, though. Sammy the dog. We're doing the fry up. Where's the red wine? This is actually not the spot to have red wine. What did you do? Did you give her a whole pierogi?
It fell on the ground.
Holy shit. Usually you drink white wine with fish. What?
She looked at me and I was like, yeah.
She's like, okay.
Okay.
Schmoo. Yeah, a little bit of mukbang. That's what's going on, Baldrick. What's a pierogi? It is a potato-filled dumpling that is traditionally made in like Polish or Ukrainian cuisine. Hey, last bite of Hallie. Hallie. Javo. What's up? If you can find me, you can have them.
What?
Yeah, we're thick.
Yeah.
Thick. Yum. Yeah, my one stipulation with the wonton wrappers, rather than a traditional potato dough, is that they just go really flat. They don't really hold up as well. But they do taste good when you sear them. It's easy to fit onto a fork.
I wonder if they use a small deep fryer for this like you guys would have.
Probably.
Because that's what I would do with these.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing would touch it then other than the oil.
Yeah. Deep fried pierogis. Yeah, y'all are badass trolls. Like, you're just bad at being trolls. You should try a new sport. Like knitting. Got him, Nike.
Still tastes like a pierogi, so. Nice.
Okay, we're gonna be heading outside right away. Underwater basket weaving. Was that from Fubar as well? You should be sorry. But I guess you can practice here. We'll tell you if you're doing right. So far, not so good. Back away, Posh. We're done. Finished my plate for once in my life. Does your nose move when you chew?
I don't know. Does it? Wait.
Yeah, right? Chemo or nothing. Making Sammy laugh. Chimos are not so bad.
Nope.
It was either that for me or my grandma's homemade ones. That was like a real treat though.
It's either chemo or it's my grandma's.
Chimo or homemade. Either one. We'll settle. Okay. I'm gonna get that camera set up outside for us. Sammy's gonna get the cold smoke going for the salmon. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of gardening. I think that's what's going on. Good recipe from the book, guys. Definitely involved. It took me a little bit to make everything on my own, so it would be easier if you had help. I will say that. I never said nothing. Just had my coffee and kept cooking. A Filipino pierogi. That sounds interesting.
You have to throw the salmon on Instagram or something. 3330.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna be here forever.
So you eat
We'll start it though on stream together. Or it'll take
Just
too
take
long.
45 minutes just for me to get.
Okay, okay. We'll keep you guys updated on Discord and Insta then. Yes, pork adobo dumplings. We do have dumplings and dim sum coming up this month on stream. Actually, next week, so on the 22nd of April, we're gonna do homemade pork gyoza and barbecue pork steam buns. It's gonna be so good. Tomorrow, National Eggs Benedict Day, so we're doing homemade English muffins, smoked salmon, which we're getting going today, and we're doing a dill hollandaise sauce with it. It's gonna be so good. Poached duck eggs, heck yeah. So get pumped for that, guys.
Actually, so gotta go get duck eggs then.
We have to go grab duck eggs today, I think.
So we got some stuff to do.
We have some stuff to do. It's a day of days. Days off, what's that? Okay, who should we go raid today, guys? Who's it gonna be? Who is on? We got Lullaboo, Chef John Reed, Hunger
Lullaboo.
Service. Yeah?
Yeah, she hosted you a couple times.
Okay, we're gonna go raid Lullaboo. She's
Next
making
one.
chilaquiles and flan. That
Nice.
sounds yummy. Thanks for hanging out today, everyone. Hope you learned some new stuff, got a little bit inspired to cook for yourself at home. We got some errands and stuff to do the rest of our day. So we're gonna send you off to Lullaboo, another cooking streamer. Hope you have a good
Bye,
one.
guys.
And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm cooking dinner for Sammy. So breakfast for din. It's gonna be delicious. Take care. Thanks, Rook.
Bye, Rook. Bye, Indog, Podrific, My Drops.
All of the peeps and the trolls. Don't
Nike,
forget about those
Matt.
trolls.
The new trolls.
I
what's
know
up?
Matt is on break, so he's gonna come back and be upset. Nike, I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for everything, man. Let's do this.
I'm supposed to have a coffee, right?
Yeah, your coffee's right there.
I passed
It's like, we're gonna make coffee. Sam's like, I'm gonna have a nap. Okay, bye guys. Love you all.